Bill, we do have a special guest tonight.
Special, I'm not so sure, but he's a regular. He's a regular guest, and one of my best friends, Russ Copeland, is on the phone tonight. And what better lawyer and better person to have when we're talking tonight about any kind of claim that you might have against an insurance company, and that can be an automobile accident, it can be a slip and fall, it can be an on-the-job accident, whatever the case may be. But things have changed a little bit, and I'll let Russ explain that. But with the virus situation, things have changed not only in communicating with the insurance company, but just dealing with things are a little bit different, and with the court system and all of that. But Russ is on the phone tonight, and Kelly, you can go ahead and introduce him or talk to him, and we'll go from there.
All right, thank you, Bill. That's right. Joining us tonight is Russ Copeland from the law firm of Hedge Copeland. Russ, welcome back to the show. Bill says that you are a regular. I think I've seen you on the show a couple of times. And first of all, let's talk about, we're in the summer months. Everybody is heading out to the islands. They're boating. Folks tend to throw back a few too many cocktails, that kind of thing. Unfortunately, they tend to go a little faster in their cars. And Russ, you see more injury claims this time of the year during the summer months.
Yeah, I think you typically do, Kelly. And thanks for the introduction. It's good to be with y'all tonight. This summer maybe a little different. Or you would think it would be a little different with people staying at home more, but I've seen pictures down at Orange Beach and Gulf Shores, and it looks like the damn 4th of July every weekend down there. So evidently this virus must not take hold to the salt air very well.
It doesn't go below Montgomery, apparently.
Yeah. So it's it's just basic math. When you put more people on the road, you put more people on the water in their boats, and then if you throw in some alcohol, that's what is the old saying? Nothing good happens after midnight. Well, nothing good is really going to come of that. And so we do see a lot during the summer, but it's the same. It really doesn't matter what season it is. It doesn't matter if we're dealing with this coronavirus or when you're dealing with injury claims. It's kind of like the title of this show. You're fighting the insurance company, and don't make no mistake about it. That's what it is. You will be in a fight with the insurance company. And I don't even care. Bill will tell you, we preach getting uninsured motorist coverage, UM coverage, and that's coverage you get through your own insurance company. So you're paying your insurance company money to provide you this protection. And I'm sure most people think, well, dang, if I ever need that, they'll just roll out the red carpet and take care of it. Well, don't kid yourself. That doesn't happen. And it's just like anything else. We've talked about advertising here before, and Bill and I kind of, not give them a hard time, but I don't have a problem with advertising. Just be honest and be upfront so everybody knows where everybody stands. Well, it's the same thing with these insurance companies. They spend millions of dollars putting on TV commercials with cute little lizards or funny guys named Mayhem and Jake from State Farm and all these guys, and they make you feel like you're part of the family. But you got to know the rules of the fight before you get in it. And their rule is we're making money for our shareholders, and the way we do that is to pay as little money as possible on every claim we have. And that's fine, but you just need to know that. So that's why if you have a personal injury, a lot of people think, well, man, I'll just handle it myself. That is not a good idea.
And Russ, if you don't mind me asking, you mentioned a couple of different kind of accidents. I mean, we have automobile accidents, slip and falls, on-the-job accidents. But, what we're seeing a lot now are trucking accidents because, there's a lot of commerce going on at this point, even during the virus. But what would you tell someone that had an accident with a trucking company? Because as you and I know, it's a little different than if you got hit by Mama or Pawpaw from the rear end that has a minimum policy. But if you get hit by a trucking company, what should what should he or she do at that point?
Well, that's even more important. Kind of like you
Right.
said, that you're getting hit by a professional driver.
Right.
And those companies don't mess around. They know that typically when one of their trucks is involved in an accident, you're going to have serious injuries. Big trucks.
Right.
I mean, big trucks.
Right.
And
Yeah,
when they hit small
80,000
cars,
pounds. Right.
yeah, so and so they know the problems, and so immediately they're put on notice immediately when one of their vehicles is in an accident. They send out a response team, and they start their investigation immediately. So you're involved with an 18-wheeler. You don't have time to take your time and to sit around. You need to get somebody. You need to contact an attorney and get somebody on your side to make sure your interests are looked after. So
That's right.
time is very critical.
Right. And Russ, would you say the same is true if someone got hurt by like some product, something that you buy at the store, or, a hardware store or a grocery store, whatever it may be. But if that product hurts that individual, what should he or she do?
Yeah, you absolutely. Well, one, you have to make sure you have that product.
That's right.
If there have been cases involving ladders where people are climbing up a ladder, and due to some defect in the ladder, it'll collapse.
Right.
Well, if you're taken to the hospital and somebody grabs that ladder and throws it in the trash and it's gone, you're not going to have a product liability case. I don't care if you have a broken neck. You got to have the product there to be inspected for experts to look at. So anytime you're involved with a product or a defective product, you have to make sure that that's taken care of and it's accounted for, because that's critical in terms of your evidence. Same thing, Bill. You and I do we do a lot of slip and fall cases. Well, first thing we ask for is video. You got any video of what happened? And I've got one right now where the defendant had video, but for some reason they decided to save video from 3 days after. Now they can't find the video in question. Well, that's a big problem for them.
And Kelly, what I would say, and I'm not sure how much time we have before we have to go to break, but what I would say is just what Russ is saying. Don't wait, and that's the main thing. We're not telling people to be.
If somebody's hurt, the number one thing they need to do is not wait.
Yeah, don't wait, because you don't want to be. We're not telling people to be sue happy. Okay, we're just telling people to preserve evidence, because you can bet your bottom dollar the other side, they're preserving everything. They're used to this. Okay, they're professionals at this, and so they're used to people having accidents or getting hurt and things of that nature. This, hopefully, if you're injured, this is probably your first rodeo, and so you need to take as many pictures as you can, get as many names of witnesses as possible, whether it's a car wreck, slip and fall, whatever it is. You just need to preserve as much as you can, and then we can check later if there is a claim. There may not be a claim, but you need to check and see.
All right, great advice. Don't wait, get on it. All right, Bill, Russ, thank you so much for joining us, Russ Copeland. And of course, if you have any additional questions for our guest, Russ Copeland, you can reach him at 251-432-8844 or online at hedgecopeland.com. Stay close, everybody. We'll be back right after the break.